Currently, humidity at 89%, winds from the south-southeast at 3 miles an hour, pressure at 30.1. Right now, sunshine already 76 here at the WFIW studios east of Fairfield.
Good morning. Glad to be back. Gone for a little assignment in V-Town yesterday.
V-Town?
Yes, Vincennes. That's what we like to call it in the company.
In the company?
In the company, V-Town. Chris Conard here. Chris.
Yo, yo.
He brought us a gift. It is called Jet Fuel. I think this is something, before your golf tournament this afternoon, you need to take a couple glasses
Absolutely,
of this.
Mark.
You'll be flying, dude.
All right, man.
This is caffeine on steroids, right?
It is, yeah. I haven't tried it, but I think at the first break you need to try some, Mike.
Okay, fine.
Yeah,
Thank you. I will.
yeah.
Thank you very much. I will.
Oh, yeah.
Sounds like he's already tried it.
Oh, my. Well, there's so much to talk about.
Well, first,
Go ahead.
let me just throw out
Please.
what a year athletically for the Mules. And
Wow.
it's not over with yet.
Yes.
Because Caleb Freimeyer is doing the triple jump at the finals of the 1A track and field meet. It'll be on Saturday, I believe.
I know you've been associated with lots of winning programs. I have never been in a town or associated even loosely with this kind of success for a school year.
I don't know that I've seen schools where they've a couple of three sports, couple of three, but not across the
It's
the
every
entire
sport here.
plane,
Yeah.
every sport.
Yeah.
I mean, you look at football, second round of the playoffs, 2 straight undefeated regular seasons, 3 straight BDC championships. Volleyball went to the Elite 8. Basketball school record in wins. They're in the Sweet 16. And now baseball school record for wins. And they're in the sectional for the first time in 40 years.
FCHS, take a bow.
You betcha.
It's a wonderful, wonderful thing to be a part of. By the way, how did it go yesterday with first base coach Frood? Did you hear this story?
No, I haven't heard it.
Tell it fast.
All right, it's actually a two-parter. Last week at the regional championship game, Hayden McDuffie, who's the assistant coach, he ran out on the field to check on someone that got hit, and his concussion protocol was this.
He waved his hands in front of his face. For those in radio
front
who
of
couldn't see
his
what you were
face.
doing. Okay.
And yesterday, they were announcing the players and coaches for both teams. And because Hayden's got a degree in psychology, they call him Freud. Well, the PA announcer at Benton got it wrong, and we'd like you to meet assistant coach Hayden Frood McDuffie.
These guys just absolutely lost it. It was funny. I got to tell you about a concern I have. And I'm not trying to be, the last thing I want to be is anything but positive on this Friday as we go into the Memorial Day weekend.
Where was that boy's parents in Grayville?
Well, there's two. There's,
when he
there's
started
two
hitting
things.
Albion.
There's two things. You have a 10-year-old that remarkably on a scooter travels overnight.
Because Illinois Route 15 going up to Grayville, or going up to Albion from Grayville, that's a pretty busy road.
It's very busy.
10 years old, he goes from Grayville and appears in Albion.
At his grandma's house this morning.
Amazing. That's one.
Yeah.
Second, I'm mystified, and I'm a little concerned. You have a situation, and I know nothing about the details of it, but in police custody, a gentleman died. Okay?
Yep.
That happens early on Monday. Okay? There's nothing in the police blotter. There's no mention of anything on Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. It was yesterday morning that Jeff Vaughn had to dig and call everybody to get anything about this. Don't you think you'd want to be in front of something like this? I'm just really bothered by that. I think that there at least should have been, we're investigating. They did turn it over to the Illinois State Police.
Well, I think it's, I think that is a protocol, standard policy that when someone dies in police custody, the state police does take it over.
Okay, so what's wrong with, there was an incident this morning where We're waiting until family and friends have been notified, but there was a fatality. Police were involved. Because of that, the Illinois State Police has taken over the investigation. You could have done that on Monday afternoon. It turns into a mystery over the course of 3 days, a full week. That's it. I've purged myself now of that.
Okay.
Last thing, I was talking to you, and I'll talk to you now, Chris. Have you ever had anybody say something in your life early on that convicted you? I mean, just completely convicted you, that dominated, and you remembered that quote for decades? Can you think of anything quite like that?
Not off the top of my head.
All right. I was in high school, and I loved my hometown. Oh, by the way, I just got a text. Don't forget the FCHS academic teams.
That's right.
They
did extremely well, too.
Yes, they did.
They got to sectional.
All right, anyway, back to it. I had a friend of mine who said to me, what are you going to do after high school? So we're talking about 45 years ago, okay? Mm-hmm. And I said, well, I'm going to go over here to Edwardsville. I'm going to get a degree. I'm going to come back and live here. And he looked at me real serious, and he said, if you're not willing to leave this little town, Bethalto, Illinois, you are not willing to have any ambition. Oh,
struck a chord.
Oh, it hurt. Yeah, it
sure.
hurt. It hurt. I remembered it.
He was your coach?
No, it was a friend.
Oh, okay.
A buddy of mine.
Okay.
He went on to become a radiologist, owns several medical facilities. He's very successful in North Carolina. He moved to the East Coast. I went to school, like I said. I stayed in that town. I became a city council member. I worked at the college there in my hometown. Mm-hmm. And then when I got my last degree, I got offered the job to come to Frontier. And the family didn't want to come. Uh-huh. And for whatever reason, like Yoda or Obi-Wan, if you're not willing to leave, you're not willing to have any ambition. That voice.
Come back to you.
Well, I haven't seen him in 42 years. I got a call yesterday. He's going to be with an empty seat waiting for me at the Cardinal game on Sunday night.
Nice.
Wow.
So I'm
nice.
really
Good.
looking forward to seeing it. Isn't that interesting?
And along the same lines,
yeah.
I got a message yesterday from someone I hadn't seen in 30 years.
What is it?
What was it?
Just, do you remember
send money?
me? Yeah, it wasn't send money. Yeah, it wasn't, can you bail me out of jail? Wasn't anything like that. It was just, hey, do you...
Little Mark wants to see Dad.
Yeah, do you remember me? Oh, don't go there. Do not go there.
Anyway, so you're going to go see this person, or
we're gonna talk and connect. I mean,
good.
Just,
yes,
but
I found it all very interesting in my hand.
And like I'm saying, do not go there, General.
God, I'm going to tell you that's going to be a very interesting thing. I'm in the cemetery tour. These Union soldiers, how they won with flannel uniforms on in 90-degree weather, I'll never know.
Yeah,
but I'm going to have to hydrate.
Because a lot of the fighting was down south in the Civil War.
I know. I have to tell you, I'm going to lose lots of water weight before this is over with.
You'll be down to your goal.
Yeah.
Look at it that way.
Yeah.
That's going to be a good time, though. That's this evening,
yeah.
4 to 7, and tomorrow 4 to 7.
4 to 7, and 4 to 7 tomorrow. So I'm looking forward to it.
That is a really cool thing.
I have to tell you, I've got 4 minutes of dialogue. This is completely outside of my comfort.
Have you nailed it?
I've got crib notes in my hat. I'm going to be up front with you.
You're not going to have them written on your palm of your hand or anything?
Could you see this, me looking, I just want to say this with my hand in front of my face?
Well, it's a poetic gesture.
No, I'm not Plato. All right. I've got in my hand the bucket of bunk.
All right.
Mm-hmm.
Birthdays today. Tommy Chong is 81 today, of course, of
Cheech and
Chong.
Thomas B. Kim Chong. He's, of course, had movies with Cheech Marin. He's a naturalized U.S. citizen. He's suffered both prostate and colorectal cancer in his life. and has survived.
Must have been all that pain medication.
Bet he
that
treated it with,
took over the
yeah.
years.
You know he did. You
Medicinally.
know he did. He went out and they broke up, but they went back out on tour in 2008. And he's also been a featured voice on The Simpsons.
And he's got a pretty successful daughter.
Yes,
Ray Dontall.
actors.
Yeah.
His kids are actors. Bob Dylan's 79 today. Blown and wind.
Happy birthday.
The times, they're changing. You know, he won the Nobel Prize in literature.
Really?
Yeah.
I did know that. He didn't
I
show
did
up.
not know that.
He didn't show up. He
He
didn't
did not
show
show
up,
up to
you're
accept it.
1962's his folk album was the first thing that he did. He's in the Rock Hall of Fame. Lives in Malibu. And he converted from Judaism to Christianity in the late 1970s. Didn't.
I did not know that.
Yeah. Gary Berghoff. Not
Yeah, I got kind of confused a little bit earlier.
okay. He said he was
I
a
mentioned, I
congressman.
thought, no, I did not say
Senator?
he was a congressman.
You thought he
I
was.
thought he had ran for Congress at one time or
Okay.
another.
He confused him with Purser, the guy, Fred Grady,
Yeah,
who was from Iowa, who was the purser on Love Boat.
yeah.
Okay.
Easily
Yeah.
confused.
You got me. Yeah.
Easily confused,
Well,
right?
you know,
77, Gary Berghoff. He, of course, Walter Eugene O'Reilly of Ottumwa, Iowa, in MASH. He was his first foray into acting. He played Charlie Brown in the off-Broadway production of You're a Good Man, Charlie Brown.
I could see that.
Me too. He was a drummer for a band in Vegas. The lead singer was Linda Carter.
Really?
Linda Wonder Woman.
Yeah.
Really?
I wouldn't mind.
Backing her up
I didn't say that.
or watching her from watching her
I
behind while
didn't
you're
say
driving?
that either. Man. One day
Tough
things
crowd.
get loose
I
here.
know.
They get very loose. Here, have some jet fuel. Loosen up.
And I haven't even had any yet.
Yeah, maybe he shouldn't.
He's had 6 nominations, and he won 1 Emmy for his role as Radar O'Reilly. He's the only person who was in the movie and in the TV show. The only person that stretched between the two. And that character evolved. You'll remember, in the movie, he smoked.
Yeah.
In the show, he was way too innocent to have done something like
Okay.
that. And he wore glasses as the character. He doesn't need glasses. Little
Okay,
bits of
okay.
little factoids.
There you go.
Priscilla Presley is 74 today. Former chair of Elvis Presley Entertainment, which turned Graceland into one of the biggest tourist attractions in America under her direction. Isn't it interesting that she took over? I guess it's because her daughter was a minor.
She was too young, yeah.
Yeah.
And so
Yeah.
mom
She was only like, what, 4 or 5 when it was done?
Yeah.
right.
And
But
I'm
she-
talking about the daughter,
Right.
Yep.
Lisa Marie.
Lisa Marie, yes. Priscilla was in The Naked Gun, really good
Yeah.
in The Naked Gun. She was in Dallas, where she played Jenna Wade.
I didn't know she was in
Did
Dallas.
not know that.
I did not know that.
Yeah, she was Bobby's love interest in before he married Victoria Principal.
Yeah.
Okay.
Bobby did pretty well,
Bobby did fine.
apparently.
Not as good as Radar on the drums.
No.
Anyway, she had a 2-year love interest relationship with Robert Kardashian.
Really?
Really?
Yeah, before he passed away. Longest relationship she had was 22 years with a guy by the name of Marco Giardelli. They have a son by the name of Navarone. There's a pretty good name.
Navarone
Giardelli.
Now, is that the Giardelli guy? that's
chocolates?
The chocolate
Yeah.
guy?
It doesn't. It's not spelled that way.
Okay.
Okay.
All right.
That's like a San Francisco.
That's a San
Yeah,
Francisco,
San
G-H-E-R-A
No, I don't think so.
Dilly or something like that.
But he had money, I'm sure.
Yeah.
Oh,
Priscilla has had some work done.
you think?
I would think so.
Not really good work.
Yeah.
She's a beautiful woman. I don't understand why you would do that. On Saturday, Mike Myers will turn 55. Actor, comedian, screenwriter. member of Saturday Night Live, and some movies.
Probably best known for Austin Powers movies.
And Wayne's World.
Wayne's World.
And Wayne's World, yeah.
Wayne's World. He met his wife at a hockey game in Chicago. Get a load of this story.
All right.
He caught a puck, saving her from getting hit, which broke the ice. That didn't last long.
That hurt.
Yeah,
That hurt.
They didn't stay together. He's a big fan.
So literally the ice
Was
broken.
Again. He's a big fan of the Toronto Maple Leafs, and he's taken names from the Maple Leafs and incorporated them into some of the characters of his movies.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah. Anyway, he lives in New York City. So those are the birthdays. On this day in history, on May 24th, 1738, the Methodist Church was established. It later became the United Methodist Church. 1844, Samuel F.B. Morse formally opened America's first telegraph line. The first message was sent from Washington, D.C. to Baltimore, Maryland. The message was, "What hath God wrought?" Question mark.
Okay.
Okay.
He didn't call in for like an order for
No.
some clams or oysters or anything.
I need a large special. I need it now. 1935, the Cincinnati Reds played the Philadelphia Phillies in the first Major League Baseball game at night. The switch for the floodlights thrown by U.S. President Franklin Delano Roosevelt.
What year was that?
1935.
Wow.
1974, the last Dean Martin show was seen on NBC. The show had been on the air for 9 years. He was so comfortable. The thing about that show was he did not rehearse. He said
everything was just ad lib.
He said,
yeah.
if I'm going to do this,
Really?
I'm showing up on the day. We're cutting it. And I'm going home. And so there was lots of stuff that you watched that you knew was not rehearsed. Pretty interesting.
Nice.
Music history today, the Elvis Presley movie Double Trouble premiered in New York. It was released across the U.S. on April 5th, but that was in 1967. Midnight Special, the TV show in 74, Richard Pryor was the host to Olivia Newton-John and Boz Scaggs, the Lido Shuffle. 1986, Davy Jones, Mickey Dolenz, and Peter Tork reunited as the Monkees. Who's missing?
Pia Nesmith.
Yes, Michael Nesmith. They kicked off a reunion tour at the Concord Hotel in New York.
This is after they learned how to play.
Yeah. Actually, once they learned how to play, their hits went away.
Yeah.
All right. Well, that gets us to the question of the day, which got a ridiculous amount of attention today.
The question of the day just got blown up.
It did. 2,619 interactions.
Wow.
From people. This one hit a chord, and I got some.
Fan mail?
Yeah, I sure did about this. So maybe we can talk about it after we come back. The question of the day, do you give money to people holding signs at intersections? We'll be back with more Morning Coffee after this.
The best pros put a little extra into everything they do. At the Home Depot, so do we. It's called Pro Extra, with member access to exclusive money-saving offers. Up to 20% off paints, stains, and primers every day. And $20 off your first purchase over $200 just for signing up. That's a lot more than a little extra. Pro Extra, only for pros, only at the Home Depot. More saving, more doing. Visit the Pro Desk in-store for details.
Capital One knows life doesn't alert you about your credit card.
Pitch hitting, the catcher, number 2. Also, Karen in row J eating the hot dog. Did you mean to tip 167% yesterday at Le Cafe restaurant? Just checking.
So, meet Eno, the Capital One assistant that catches things that might look wrong, like over-tipping, then sends an alert to your phone and helps you fix it. Eno, another way Capital One is watching out for your money when you're not. Capital One, what's in your wallet? See CapitalOne.com for details. Limitations apply.
It's that time of year to honor our graduates. Carnaby Girls will assist you with many gift ideas starting at $25. Brighton's inspirational message jewelry, Woodstock charms, ambulance, every little thing necklaces, color clicked with interchangeable bands on flip-flops. Believe it, live it, share it. Great One Divine logo tees now available in a new fitted contemporary silhouette. Hope, Faith, and many other new designs starting at $24. Grads, until you spread your wings, you have no idea how far you can fly. Congratulations, graduating class of 2019.
When describing traditional products like checking or savings accounts, many banks use the words personal banking. At F&B, we like to focus on the personal side of that term. How? By always applying personal attention, by always delivering with personal care, and by treating you like a person, not an account. F&B, banking, business, life. Member FDIC.
Big games, breaking news, and behind-the-scenes stories. This is Bill Pollock, your host for the Big Ten Today each weekday here on WFIW. The Big Ten Conference is legendary and we'll keep you updated. From football to basketball and everything in between, the Big Ten Today gives you exclusive access to news from every Big Ten program. Tune in weekdays for the Big Ten Today right here on WFIW AM 1390 and 103.3 FM, your News Talk connection.
Hi, this is Bill Stevens with another time capsule quiz. Which month and year was it when President Nixon told us,
"After 5 years of Americans going into Vietnam, we are finally bringing American men home"?
300,000 people held another Vietnam Moratorium Day on the Capitol. Pete Conrad and Alan Bean became the second crew to land on the moon.
There it is! Son of a gun, right down the middle of the road! He's got it made. Come on in there. Contact light. Roger, copy contact.
Harmon Killebrew and Willie McCovey were picked as baseball's MVPs. Sesame Street debuted on the tube, and this is what the new music sounded like.
Come together, Western, down on the border, backfield in motion, in Cherry Hill Park. I'm leaving on a jet plane, the friendship train. She's coming down. So take a letter, Maria. Life's coming hard, your heart, girl.
Think you got it? Well, hold on. The answer and just a touch of the top song from the month and year are coming up.
Post frame buildings continue to pop up all over the area. And at Graber Post Buildings, they've been putting up buildings for over 40 years. Garages, pole barns, storage buildings, workshops, apartments, even indoor basketball courts, and some of the most attractive commercial buildings in the state. Every job is specific and unique to your wants and your needs. Graber Post also has packages for contractors and do-it-yourselfers. So for your next building or roofing project, call for a free quote at Graber Post, 800-264-5013.
November 1969.
Steam and Nana, Hey Hey, Kiss 'Em Goodbye. The top song of November 1969. This is Bill Stevens for tcapsule.com. Back soon with another time capsule.
Carson Auction will have a public auction at 1794 County Road 1025 East in Sisney, Saturday, June 8th at 11 a.m. An open house is scheduled for Sunday, May 26th from 1 to 2:30. This 2 or 3 bedroom, 2-bath home with approximately 1,900 square foot sits on 1 acre, beautifully landscaped yard with mature oak trees. There's a 2-car detached garage with an asphalt drive, unfinished basement, 12 by 26 storage shed. Come check out this beautiful home during their open house Sunday, May 26th. For more information and photos, visit CarsonAuctionandRealty.com.
Mark your calendars. Fairfield Memorial Hospital and the Horizon Healthcare Clinics in Grayville, Fairfield, and Sisney, along with Trinity Health and Wellness in Louisville, will be offering reduced rate lab testing May 20th through the 25th. A variety of tests will be offered at reduced rates from $10 to $35 per test, including general health profile, glucose, lipid panel, and hemoglobin A1C. Specific cost dates and times for the reduced lab testing can be found at fairfieldmemorial.org, Facebook, or by calling 618-847-8262.
Welcome back to Morning Coffee. I'm Mark Turner, Mike Dreeth, and Chris Connard with us this morning.
Oh, man,
and,
we got into an animated discussion.
That question of the day is more than just online. It's in the building.
Yeah, everybody's talking about it. And so let me just pose it again and tell you where we are and there were comments associated with this. And I've determined my practice now is I don't use people's entire names, just their first name
Right,
on
yeah.
the comments, because maybe they don't want it broadcast, even though they put it on social media. Right now, the question of the day, do you give money to people holding signs at intersections? And at this point, it's 299 say no, 77 say yes. So a large plurality of people that said no. The
Real
concern
quick,
for... Yeah,
can
go
I
ahead.
stop you there real quick? What's the deal here, Connor? You're
I
watering
was
down the
diluting it a little
jet
bit.
fuel.
That's that jet fuel right there,
He's
boys.
putting water in his jet
Yeah,
fuel?
I know. He's
If you weren't
watering
going to drink it, I
down.
was. So.
Okay.
Go for it.
I can.
All right.
I mean, it's strong.
But it
Yeah.
took about
All right,
3
okay,
minutes
sorry.
to come out of the Keurig.
So the long and short of it is, I did a commentary and I said, look, it's probably going counter to what my professed beliefs are, but in this particular case, we're talking about a case where there was a family at Walmart with a sign. I did not stop and give money, and I did not because I had information that this is a regular stop for them on a number of occasions, and you've seen them, Chris.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I mean, there's a point where I have to wonder if this is part of a strategy to not work, or if it's just, and then the whole kids as props, that bothered me. It bothered me a great deal. But I came clean. I just said, I'm falling short.
What's the old saying? Fool me once, shame on you. Fool me twice, shame on me.
Yep.
Kelly says, I give. It's on them if they're lying. I have people at McDonald's, I gave somebody at McDonald's a couple of McDonald's gift certificates once after going through the line. Turned out their sign was asking for money to take their dog. So they didn't want it. Wendy says, most of my life in the suburbs, lived in the major city. I do not give money to panhandlers or homeless. Money isn't going to help them. Food, water, shelter, a job, clothing, that's what's going to help them. Kathy said, I'm much more likely to give to someone on the sidewalk than when I'm a pedestrian. It's just less complicated. Mark said, I just bought groceries and stopped at a light in Hobstad. The guy with the sign in the middle of Route 41 said, needing help. I tried to give him a loaf of bread. He refused. There were some nasty comments here as well about, maybe he didn't want any bread, He wanted money.
He wanted bread.
He wanted bread.
But wouldn't take any bread.
So, we've got dozens and dozens. This hit a chord with our listeners. Somebody had a guy here who uses a pseudonym. It's not, if you go to his Facebook page, it's a setup.
Yeah.
This is not the real guy. And he essentially takes a shot at the home of friendly people. The reason why people come here and do this is because we are the home of friendly people. And so anyway, I thought that was interesting. You voted yes, though.
I voted yes.
And so you would, even though you've seen this same group 3 or 4 times, you would stop and give them money.
I have to admit, I saw them and I did not. I have give them money
in the past,
but
not this time.
After multiple sightings, I did not this time. But I typically do. If I see people out, I'll give money. And
yeah, I'll give money. I give money to people. This one, for whatever reason, did not pass my smell test. Now, I know I'm not supposed to have a smell test on stuff like this, but for whatever reason, it bothered me. Knowing that this is a regular stop on a sort of summer tour that goes from Mount Vernon to Fairfield to Princeton and then back all over again.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So, and I talked to the police chief, and there's really nothing anybody can do. It's a free speech matter because of the sign. As long as they're not blocking traffic, nobody's about to get hurt or anything like that. That's that. So, anyway, that created quite a furor.
It was, you stirred the pot a little bit.
Yeah, I sure did. Looking at the news today, Lance Armstrong, remember him?
Yeah.
The Tour de France winner.
Many times.
Married to Sheryl Crow at one time, wasn't he?
Yes.
They weren't married.
Or,
Were they
or
not married?
Dated.
Dating, okay.
They were together. for
They
a
were an
while.
item.
Sheryl Crow, she of one square.
Yeah.
One square.
One square.
Toilet paper.
Save the planet. Only
No.
use one square.
Yeah.
No.
Yes. The average person uses 8.6. I'm
Okay.
a 22 square.
I'm 22, 28.
All right. Lance Armstrong admitted to cheating in January 2013. You know, he was taking
He was
performance.
doping. He was doping.
And he says, we did what we had to do to win. This is now he's saying this.
Yeah.
It wasn't legal, but I wouldn't change a thing.
This is a recent interview?
This is like this week. Yeah.
Wow.
Really? I'm
Does
surprised
that
at
surprise you?
I'm surprised.
Not really. In the
Well,
win
then why?
in the win at all cost mentality of that high a level of sports,
Pro athletes.
Right.
you know, yeah, it doesn't surprise me at all.
Well, he greatly benefited.
But give him credit for being truthful.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know, some people come out, yeah, I did it, and I'm sorry, I
Right.
did it.
Yeah.
But
Chris, you're an aging athlete.
Mm-hmm.
You know, you're in your mid 30s, which is aging in our society.
Right.
Okay. And you know, if you take a pill, even though it might be banned by baseball,
Mm-hmm.
and you have a reasonable chance that you can take it and not get caught, and it would extend your career 3 or 4 years, isn't it worth the risk?
I can understand why they do it.
I mean,
Yeah.
it's cheap.
And you know, whenever all the ball players were doing it,
Yeah.
baseball, it didn't bother me. I'd rather see home runs.
Well, you know,
it
it's
was
like-
exciting.
Yeah. But
I mean, who can, you know, yeah, Sammy Sosa and Mark McGwire.
right.
Yeah, but they brought baseball back.
Exactly.
I mean, without those two,
I'm not condoning it
No,
by
me
any
neither.
means, but
Me neither.
it sure did make sports more exciting.
yeah, made it fun.
Yeah.
The other thing about it was what Lance Armstrong tries to convince you is that literally everybody did it. So he was still among the best by virtue of the fact that all he was doing was taking.
What's that your mom used to say? You know, but all my friends are doing it. Yeah, but
Right.
if they all jumped off the cliff, would you do
Would
it
you?
too?
Right. Well, we got a call.
We do.
All right.
See if I can get it.
Nope. Sounds not.
There we go. Good morning. You're on Morning Coffee.
Yes, sir. Yeah. Neither was Bonds.
Yeah, when he played for the White Sox, he's pretty
6'3", 6'4". Right. Well, let me tell you what's interesting. Somewhere in St. Louis, there is a statue that was commissioned and done of Mark McGwire in a crate somewhere because it was getting prepared because they were convinced he was going to end up being a Hall of Famer, and they was going to put his statue out front with the rest of them. But you know what's going to happen? Somebody's going to have to break that barrier. Somebody's going to get voted in.
Yeah.
That is clearly a part of steroids, like
But-
Roger Clemens or somebody like that.
But you also have to realize the drugs they were taking, the steroid. Oh,
Pete Rose.
yeah. Yep.
Yeah.
I agree.
All right.
All right.
Thank you, sir. Appreciate it. I tell you what, I'm less passionate about the Rose arguments. You know what I mean? The truth of the matter is, he hit over 4,000 hits. He didn't take any drugs. I don't know that we can prove that he bet against his team.
Well, you go back to the steroid era, the mid '90s. yeah, they all took it.
Yeah.
Was it illegal in baseball at the time? I don't think so.
No, it wasn't. No.
No, in fact, you remember there was a big controversy because they saw a vial of human growth serum actually in the locker, in McGuire's locker, and asked questions about it. And it was legal at the time, and then of course it changed. So, anyway, Lance Armstrong says he'd do it all over. And he's probably a millionaire several times over by virtue of it.
And the fact that he says that everybody's doing it, I don't think that's an excuse. But I tend to believe that's true.
I think, I don't think he was alone. No. He got caught.
Yeah, he just got caught.
Renee Zellweger's coming back. Did you know that?
No.
What is she doing now?
Why?
Well, she was gone for 6 years. She didn't do anything for 6 years. I guess you make so much money doing movies that you can just take, I'm going to take 6 years off.
It'd be nice, wouldn't it?
Yeah. So she took 6 years off, and now she's back, and she's doing a Netflix original series called What If?
Everybody's doing Netflix these days.
There's a lot of money there.
Yeah.
Anyway, she's come back. She's also she's also doing, get a load of this, she's going to portray Judy Garland for a production.
Really?
A show? A theatrical performance?
Yeah, I'm trying to see if it's a movie. An incredible transformation into the polarizing Hollywood icon Judy Garland.
She had her demons.
Called a biop. It's a movie called Judy. Oh, she had her.
Is it a biopic?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes. What is a biopic? Is that just like sitcom? I mean, the two words together, situation comedy, biography, picture. Is that what you're?
Yeah, basically.
Okay. Anyway, so she's gonna portray Judy, and she did have demons, but she was unbelievably talented right up to the end. Anyway, Renee, of course, known from Bridget Jones' Diary, all that stuff. She was really big.
Wasn't she in Jerry Maguire too?
And wasn't she like? Yes, she was.
And she was married to Kenny Chesney.
For how long?
For 4 months. Not very long.
A cup of jet fuel. That's about. That's about it.
That's what you need right there.
Oh,
so how strong is the jet fuel?
To me, that's strong.
Okay.
Yeah.
Chris has, as a gift, as an offering to the radio gods, has brought something called jet fuel, which is, I guess, dark roast coffee with a jolt.
Where do you get that at?
The airport.
The airport.
This could power.
That's a Keurig.
Oh, is it? Yeah.
Yeah.
It sure is.
Okay.
Yeah.
Anyway, he brought a couple for us, and
then he proceeded to drink.
And then I drink one. I'll bring you one this afternoon.
It's okay. No, you don't have to worry about it.
I'm not that much of a coffee drinker.
That will up your golf game today. I'll tell you.
We have a team that's going to be in the golf tournament.
Who took your slot, Mike?
We got a ringer, Bill Book.
Ah, you do have a ringer.
We got me
Bill's good.
and Tom and Bill Book and Gary Gain.
You guys might.
Oh,
do
Gary's
well.
good too.
Yeah.
You got two anchors. All you got to do is just maybe put in one hole with a putt or something.
All I got to do is just look purty.
Man.
And drive the cart around.
Yeah, I will be thinking about you as I'm memorizing
when
my
the
lines.
drink cart comes around. What do you guys need? I'll take care of it.
You got that. That's your role.
That's my role.
I think I have to be out there at 3 at the cemetery.
Woo!
And I'm there until 7:30 or so tonight and tomorrow night. I have to tell you, I went on the tour. I went and listened to the other actors. And the most interesting one I thought was the portrayal by Frood.
Frood McDuffie.
Yeah. Hayden does Kenny Kays.
Oh, interesting.
Of course, the one that won the Congressional Medal of Honor, who went in as his fellow soldiers while he was horribly wounded. When he came back and was going to be, I think there's only 200 people given the Congressional Medal of Honor during this Vietnam War.
There's not. Probably less than that, I'd assume.
I don't quote me then. But he was one of them, and you get that Nixon and Kays as his preference. He didn't.
He didn't want to wear the uniform.
He didn't want to
because
wear
was
the
an
uniform.
objector.
He didn't. He wanted to wear. What I want to find out is where he found a leisure suit.
The clothesline.
Name Frood has got to have connections. He's got to have connections.
And Mike, who else is out there? You? I know Double D's there tonight.
He's just there
Hayden.
tonight. Oh, there's a whole group.
There's a whole slew.
Okay.
It's an hour tour. You're going to get on a wagon. Doug Aman's going to haul you around on a wagon. You don't have to walk. They bring you to the various grave sites, and this is totally military heroes and or military people that have a story that the historians have been able to track down and tell. And it goes, and there'll probably be another military one in our future if this is successful, because there's still wars and conflicts that are not identified. Like the Korean War is not a part of this, but the Civil War, World War II.
I think even the Iraq War.
Yes, there was a person portrayed that passed away in war in the early 2000s.
And it's every 10 minutes, right? Every 10 minutes.
As soon as they can get another group ready to go on a trailer, they'll roll through.
Okay. Basically, they trailer lets out, they load them up, and trailer lets out. All right, guys.
All right, we got questions.
Yeah, we got
questions.
Read them off to us.
Okay. Number 1. The beaver is the national emblem for which country? In which movie did Humphrey Bogart play Charlie Allnut? Which singer's real name is Stefani Joanne Angelina Germanotta? What kind of person shall not be honored on a U.S. postal stamp? The average human body contains how many pints of blood? In which city is Jim Morrison buried?
I know that.
Yeah, I think
Is that the first one?
That's the first one.
First
I know.
one?
Yeah, I'm gonna have
We're
to
in
guess the rest
trouble.
of them.
I think I know several of those.
Yeah. What is
Well, you
Chandler's
sure will.
last name in the sitcom Friends? Remember that show,
Yeah,
Friends?
I do. Chandler. I do.
What's his last name? Which of the planets is closest to the sun?
I know that.
Mm-hmm.
I think we have one more. Let me see. What names were given to the 3 tunnels in the movie The Great Escape?
I think I know that one.
All right.
All righty.
Take a break. Back with Chris Connard.
This is the story of Julie Guillot. She's a Leukemia and Lymphoma Society advocate and the mother of a child who battled blood cancer.
Zach was diagnosed with AML, a deadly leukemia, when he was only 5. While the treatment really attacked the cancer, unfortunately it also attacked his body. Uncontrollable fevers, terrible nosebleeds, and his skin was burned from the inside out. He died at just 9 years old, really from the treatment that was meant to save him.
The Leukemia and Lymphoma Society was founded 70 years ago by parents who also lost their child to cancer. Today, we're pioneering breakthrough treatments for kids with cancer.
We are so close to finding better treatments for kids with cancer. So it's too late to save Zach, but working together, we can save thousands of kids just like him.
Visit lls.org and save a child's life.
Computer networking is essential in today's business world. Olney Central College's new Information Systems Technology program provides a solid foundation in both computer maintenance and networking. Our partnership with the Cisco Networking Academy ensures students are learning the latest industry standards while gaining hands-on experience in a state-of-the-art lab. Learn more at www.iecc.edu. Classes start August 15th.
Isn't it nice to have a charming local place? A place that's quaint and friendly?
Hi guys, welcome back.
A place that has essentials you need and a special shopping selection that is sure to impress.
Oh, look at this.
Those are so nice.
Oh, look at this one.
The Fairfield Chamber of Commerce invites you to shop local. In Fairfield, you're sure to find what you need. A small town with a big selection of restaurants and shopping. Love all your local merchants.
Hi folks, this is Sandy at Gale Sales and Service. The days are getting longer and eventually the temps are going to get hotter. We have air conditioners from 5,000 to 25,000 BTU in stock. They will quickly cool the room on hot days and run quietly to avoid keeping you awake. Low power startup and operation conserves energy and saves you money. Effortless temperature sensing remote control allows you to see, set, and maintain room temperature from across the room. Don't wait until you're miserable in the heat. Come see us at Gale Sales and Service, 1605 West Main in Fairfield. Check us out on Facebook.
Friday and Saturday only at Ubinger's Furniture Company. It's our Memorial Weekend sale. We've marked down items throughout the store, some as much as 50% off. Plus, this year, we're excited to have our cash machine back. With every purchase on these Tuesdays, earn time in Ubinger's cash machine. See how much money you can grab. 2 days only from 9 till 6, Saturday from 9 till 1. We'll close then and be closed Monday for the holiday. So come shop and enjoy time in our cash machine, only at Ubinger's Furniture Company, where the deals are worth the drive. Highway 50 East, Flora.
Radar Weather is sponsored by Conard Financial Group at 510 West Delaware in Fairfield, with securities offered through Raymond James. Conard Financial Group, investing in the community since 2003.
Before going on vacation, you need to know what to pack. Preparing for your financial future is similar. Without proper planning, you could very well be left out in the cold. I can offer you a variety of investment strategies designed for your specific needs. Call me, Chris Conard, at 842-7855, located at 510 West Delaware in Fairfield. Raymond James Financial Services, member FINRA, SIPC. Life well planned. Give us a like on Facebook.
Partly sunny skies today with a high of 90. Tonight, clear skies, low 68. Partly sunny, 88 tomorrow. For Sunday, mostly cloudy, high 82. And for Memorial Day Monday, cloudy skies with a high 88. Overnight low 64, yesterday's high of 68, the overnight low, 84 yesterday's high. Currently, humidity at 89%, winds out of the south-southeast at 3 miles an hour, pressure 30.1. Sunshine 76 right now at the WFIW studios east of Fairfield. No precipitation showing up anywhere in the state of Illinois on the radar this morning. Radar weather brought to you this morning by the Conard Financial Group. Let's get back into morning coffee and some trivia this morning for you. But before that,
we've got some tickets to give away.
We got a little business to take care of.
Double D took callers for Cardinal tickets. We have 4 pair of Cardinal tickets for the Sunday night game. You got to come out and pick them up today here at the radio station. So let's, if you would, Chris, pick 4 names out. So give us the first one.
First one is Donnie Painter. ER.
All right.
There's a
Terry
theme going on.
There
Warner
is.
Gets a pair of tickets.
Cindy Morton. Morton.
All right.
Okay,
And
that's
our
the third pair.
Final winner is
Connie West.
All right.
Connie West.
Connie West.
All right, so here's the story. 4 pairs of tickets. They're going to be at the front desk at the radio station. You come out today to be able to get them.
You got to pick them up today.
That's right, because tomorrow we are sparsely staffed.
And you can't use them on Monday.
Yeah, right. Yeah, good luck with that. All right, we're ending trivia.
All right, Chris Conard, bring it
Okay,
on.
we're ready. The beaver is the national emblem of which country?
It's going to have to be a very wet country. So
Canada.
Ding,
No.
ding, ding.
Is it? What?
That's Canada, yeah. Yeah, good job, Turner.
Yeah.
He's already way out in front.
Hey.
In which movie did Humphrey Bogart play Charlie Allnut?
Charlie Allnut. I'm going to
I
say
think I know
that's
that one.
African Queen.
That's what I'm saying.
That's
too.
right.
African
All
Queen.
right.
2-1. Which singer's real name is Stefani Joanne Angelina Germanata?
Gwen Stefani.
No.
No.
No, that's a great guess, though.
Lady Gaga.
Lady Gaga is right. Did you know that, Mike?
No, I didn't.
Okay, 3-1. What kind of person shall not be honored on a U.S. postal stamp?
A non-U.S. citizen.
A convicted felon.
A living person.
Really?
A living person shall not
All
be
right.
honored.
Wow. Huh. I don't know that I really need to be on it right now then.
Okay. Well, you know.
The average human body contains how many pints of blood?
12.
12 is a great guess.
I'm going to say 9.
Ding, ding, ding. That's right.
9.
3-2.
9 is right?
9 is correct.
Oh,
yeah.
okay.
Way to go, Mike.
I've counted them.
Oh, okay.
I think you both know this, so the first one to answer.
All right.
In which city is Jim Morrison buried?
Paris, France.
3-3.
Yeah. That was quick.
You didn't know that?
No, I did know that.
Oh, well,
The TV show
I just couldn't
Friends.
get it out quick enough.
Yeah. The TV show Friends. What is Chandler's last name?
You're going to have to do this one.
Starts with a B, doesn't it?
It does.
Chandler B.
Chandler.
Bing.
Oh,
Bing.
the outside. They got it.
Peanut Gallery gets it.
Give that one to Jeff Vaughn.
Yep.
I knew it started with
Tom
a P.
Levine. Which of the planets is closest to the sun?
Mercury.
Correct.
I didn't even get a chance.
Well, you didn't give me a chance at Jim Morrison.
I knew that, though.
What?
Well, I knew that answer.
Yeah.
You guys are on it this morning. What names were given to the 3 tunnels in the movie The Great Escape?
Tom, Dick, and Harry.
Man.
Somebody's
There's
had their jet fuel
there's
this
no-
morning.
no way to
My goodness.
There's no way to compete with that kind of speed.
Oh, here we do have one more question that
All
I didn't.
right.
Here we go for the last one. Who was U.S. president during World War I?
Okay, well, I know that.
I know that one, too.
So
Okay.
we do it at the same time?
Sure.
Woodrow Wilson.
That's correct.
Out each speaker.
You guys
did
were
really well.
phenomenal. You guys did really well. Wow.
We did
You
all
know, I
right.
tell you what, here's the thing. If you've been in education and or broadcasting your entire life, you come across all kinds of absolutely useless factoids.
I was going to say, I don't know anything useful, but useless?
No.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I can help you out.
Come in here and tell us to calculate, something.
Come in here and tell us what's, 4 plus 4. We'll have
Yeah.
a problem. We'll pause for a few seconds.
You didn't do
4
well
plus
on the
4?
last quiz. I'll give you that.
Well, you had,
that
it
was-
was useful information about financial
Yeah.
stuff.
That's right. And this, of course, is the show about nothing.
That's right.
That was something. And so we couldn't do that. So your weekend, Chris, what are you going to do?
Tonight we're going to the cemetery for the tours.
Well, good. I hope to see you there.
Tomorrow, going to see Aladdin with my daughter. I think it's out this weekend.
Yes,
she
it
says.
is. It is.
And then Sunday, the Fox Theater. Come from away.
What's
Come from away.
What's the Fox?
That Come from away. It is a story. From what I gather, it's a story about 9/11. And there was in Canada, Newfoundland, there was a tiny town of about 8,000 people, and they diverted several of the planes there so that the town nearly doubled in just hours after the incident happened.
Wow.
And they housed the people for approximately 1 week.
I'm surprised
in
there
the
hasn't
town.
been a movie
It
made like that.
I think this just came out a few months ago, and they said it's doing $1 million a week is what's been reported. So
You're quite the patron of the arts.
we like the Fox.
Well, you're going to do the Fox, which is a beautiful place, and you're doing Aladdin's the movie, right?
Correct, yeah. And then we've seen that at the Fox, too.
Yeah.
It was played this season. It was really good.
Okay.
And so you got golf today.
I got golf today. I think we're going to go downtown and try the new restaurant.
Yes.
Yeah.
Javaloo.
Yeah.
Sunday, maybe a cookout. Monday, I don't really know.
Well, I'm at the cemetery, and then I'm going to go to a Cardinal game on Sunday night.
All right.
Nice.
So anyway, thank you guys. Really happy that we could all get together like this.
Yeah.
It was very
Thanks
nice.
for having me.
All right, we'll do it again. And you have a nice weekend.
See ya.
See you on Monday on Morning Coffee.
I'll see you Tuesday.
Yes, you will.
It's what you've been looking for. WFIW FM Fairfield, Illinois, and WFIWradio.com, the news leader in southeastern Illinois.
The news is brought to you by Boyd Furniture and Mattress Center in Wayne City. The Memorial Day sale is now going on at Boyd Furniture in downtown Wayne City. Save up to $600 on select Serta iComfort mattress sets.
Fox News. I'm Chris